guys, welcome to my bathroom. We're in my bathroom today because we're going to clean my makeup brushes. They need it, and I've had a lot of requests from you guys asking me what my favorite brand of makeup brushes are, how I clean them, what makeup brushes I need, what makeup brushes I don't need, and everything else in between. So we're gonna multitask. We're going to wash my brushes, and we're hopefully gonna answer all the questions that you've had. So let's get started. Here are 4 basic brushes that you need. These are the 4 makeup brushes that I use every day with my eyes. Here you have a flat brush to apply to your lid. You have a fluffy brush to blend your crease. You have an angled brush to do your liner, and a pencil brush to smudge your underliner and to make cut crease lines. This is a flat top kabuki brush that I apply my foundation with. These are my powder brushes. I apply my highlighter with this, I apply my contour with this one, and this is my blush brush. If I were to pick 4 brushes that you absolutely needed to have, I would say you need a kabuki brush if you do foundation. You need a little powder brush to do underneath your eyes. You need a blush brush, and you need some sort of a fluffy brush for your eyeshadow. To start off, I'm just going to use warm water. You can use either a face wash. This is my face wash that I use every night and day, and I love it because it's extra moisturizing. But you can either use a face wash, you can use shampoo. This is what I have used for years. I've used shampoo and it works really, really great, especially if you have natural hair brushes. This is a really good thing to use. I'm going to start with my dirtiest brush, and I'm just going to get it wet. I always pour just a dime size amount onto my hand of whatever soap you're going to be using, and with my brush wet, I'm just going to circle in my palm. And you're going to have to do it more than once. If you have not cleaned your brush, you're gonna have to do this like 5 times each brush. So then I just rinse it, and I try to be a little bit careful. I don't go to town on them. You don't want to mess up your bristles. You want to do it until there's no color running off into the water, and you can see my suds are pretty clear. So that's when I know that my brushes are clean. When you rinse and the water's fairly clear. When I finish rinsing my brush, I softly grip the brush and just squeeze whatever water is in there. Not too hard, you don't want to pull your bristles out. I shape the brush with my hand. There shouldn't be any excess water in it, and I lay it right over the sink just like this so the bristles are free hanging, and I let them dry overnight. So to start off, the question that I get asked the most is, what brand of brush do I like? And the first brand of brush that I ever bought was a MAC brush, and that was 13 years ago. I use that brush to this day, and I have washed it and used it and washed it and used it, and it has held up amazingly. I've also tried Sigma brushes, and I have only had those for maybe a year, and I feel like it's not as good of quality. I feel like the brushes are a little bit more stiff, and they kind of hurt my eyes a little bit more than the MAC brushes do. So personally, MAC is the brand that I like to use, but that does not mean that that is the only nice brush out there. I have heard so many good things about other brands, I just haven't tried them yet. So if MAC is a little too pricey for you, then honestly, go out and try some. There are so many brands out there. What I would recommend doing if you don't know for sure what brand you want to try, go to Sephora, go to a Nordstrom, go to any other makeup counter that you like and know, and try out their brushes. Feel them in your hands. Ask them questions about their durability. There's a handful of different reasons why you would want to keep your makeup brushes clean. If you notice that you've been breaking out a lot, you should clean your brushes. They're holding onto bacteria. If you cannot get over sickness, you need to wash your brushes. They're holding bacteria. If you get cold sores, which is mine and my entire family's situation, wash your brushes. You don't want to be holding on to that bacteria. And I'm not a germ freak, but bacteria is a real thing, so let's keep sanitized, shall we? This big brush is the brush that I use when I am applying bronzer to my neck or to my forehead or to the bigger areas of my body. I know a lot of people use big fluffy brushes to apply the powder all over their face, like a setting powder. I don't use setting powder over my entire face, so I don't need a big fluffy brush for that. But as you can see by the color rinsing off on here, I mostly use this for my bronzer. Not contouring, but bronzing. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope that I answered a couple of your questions. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know that you liked it. And if I answered any of your questions, have a really good week, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.